I'm going to go over Salutation A and B, which is the warm-up typically we do at the beginning of any of these yoga sequences. And there's usually not a lot of time to go through each move and describe it individually. So here we're just going to do Salutation A and one Salutation B and go through the 7 postures that are in those poses with a couple more tips or descriptions, so that can help you flow through those easier at the beginning of the other yoga videos that I've contributed here. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and out through your nose. And then begin to engage your bandhas. Lift Mula Bandha, lift at the pelvic floor. Lift Uddiyana Bandha, press the belly button back towards the spine, lift it up and stand tall. Good, the first move, Tadasana, mountain pose. Reach up. You're going to bring your palms together, cross your thumbs, pull your hands up towards the sky and gaze up. If that undid any of the strength in your legs or your bandhas, go ahead and reconnect, take an inhale. And then exhale, dive forward and down. So strengthen your back and in your legs all the way down. Your fingertips might touch the mat and they might not, and that's okay. Wherever you are from this pose, Uttanasana, you want to shift the weight into the balls of your feet, tuck your chin, squeeze your belly as tight as you can, and engage your thighs like you are lifting up your kneecaps. Everything's really strong here, and this is done on the exhale. On the inhale, walk your fingertips forward just a little bit, lengthen your spine, and then grow taller through the crown of your head towards the horizon. So you've got a nice natural curve in your spine, but it's as extended as it could possibly be. The weight is still just a little bit more in the balls of your feet. Good, and then exhale. The next move is to plant your hands and step back to high plank. Feet are as wide as your hips, hands are as wide as your shoulders. Once again, your thighs are engaged. And I like to say press your thumbs towards each other. And this will engage through the shoulders and the chest. You're going to dome through the upper back just a little bit. And once again, have the bandhas lifted. On your exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Now on this one, you need to come forward as you come down. So if you stay back on your heels, you're going to end up with bent arms this way, and all the weight's going to be in the top of your shoulders. So you want to lift high on your tippy toes, draw your shoulders over your fingertips, gaze straight down at your mat, lower halfway till your elbows come to 90, and hold. Good, slight tuck of the chin, and make sure your bandhas are engaged as well. Don't come lower than that, or you'll dump into your shoulders again. So from 90, press straight up, untuck your toes, lift your thighs off the mat, and draw your heart forward for up dog. Breathe. You can stay gazing forward here, straight arms, trying to move the chest forward and the toes back. So it's not so much about bending in the low back as it is extending through the spine. And only if it feels nice, you can gaze up slightly or back. You don't need to do that to complete the pose. So take care of your neck first. And then on your exhale, feel your bandhas lift again. Shift your hips up and back. Flip your toes over and press into down dog. From here, slight bend in the knees until you can get a nice extended spine. You want to lift through your triceps here. Gaze is at your belly button. You continue breathing your Ujjayi breath. After doing this, your hamstrings will become a little more flexible, and you can try pressing one heel into the mat or maybe the other heel into the mat. And then eventually stamp both feet into the mat as long as you can keep an extended spine. Lift the kneecaps, engage your bandhas, and press your heart down towards the mat. So those are all the moves in Sun Salutation A. To finish that up, you would gaze at the fingertips, step back up, fold into your Uttanasana, and then return with a flat back, arms out to the side to mountain pose, and drop your hands down by the side. So why don't you go ahead and take this one with me, and I'll show you the one other move that's added into Sun Salutation B. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Remember to have a strong belly, gaze at your upper thighs. Inhale, extend the spine, look out. From here, you can plant your hands. You can step back and go high plank to low plank, or you can shift the weight forward just a little bit, and you can even hop back, landing in Chaturanga. Move through up dog. No pain in the low back, extended spine, strong arms. And then strengthen to down dog as you lift up and back, breathing deep. Gaze at your thumbs, and the next move is warrior one. So you're going to draw your knee up into your chest. maybe even up into your forehead, and try and place your right foot right in between your hands. Wherever it lands, spin your back heel down. Good, engage both legs. And before you even rise up, check if your bandhas are engaged and if you're breathing. Press down into the mat with both feet. And then go ahead and rise up using your back muscles, lifting to the sky. Same thing, palms will come together, thumbs will cross, and you'll gaze up. In this move, you'll take a deep inhale. And then maybe bend your right knee. One day, try and hit 90 degrees there. One other thing is your breathing warrior one you want to notice. So if you can see both my shoulders, that I'm not completely in Virabhadrasana A yet. So both of your shoulders will square towards the front of your mat. So you only see one shoulder from the side. And you want to feel the same thing with your hips. So you want your right hip to continually move back and your left hip to move forward. Hold there for 3 breaths. And then we finish that side through the vinyasa. Hands come back down. Using the bandhas to gently lift your foot back. Flow through chaturanga on your exhale. Press up dog on your inhale. And rest in down dog on your exhale. And we'll try it on the other side. So on this side, notice if you can hear your foot dragging up the mat or dragging back down the mat. We want to eliminate that drag. So as you come forward, inhale, squeeze the knee as high as you can. Do whatever it takes to place your foot down gently. And that will come with time as well. Spin your back heel down, stabilize, lift through the bandhas, press through the feet, reach up and gaze up. And then a couple things like on the other side. Notice if your toes are moving straight to the front of your mat, and your back toes will be in at about 45 degrees, and this will help those hips we talked about. Now the left hip comes forward on this side, and the left hip comes back, and the right hip comes forward. So squaring off the shoulders and the hips as if they were headlights, both facing the top of your mat. Finish the pose by gazing up and breathing. And then exhale, back down. Step to high plank. Try to lift that leg, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And generally in our warm-ups, we'll hold here for 5 breaths so you get to practice spreading through the fingers and being nice and heavy right under your first finger and thumb. That's where you want most of the weight in your hand. Bend the knees as needed. And then always moving upward on your inhale. So you can step back to your hands or you can try jumping back by exhale, prepare. And inhale, glide your feet up. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. And inhale, rise back up to Tandasana. And go ahead and finish with your hands by your side. So sometimes in these warm-ups we add chair pose in Sun Salutation B, which we didn't go through, but I do go through extensively in my other videos. So you can go ahead and check that out. Also in the breathing video, we sit down into chair pose and talk about the Ujjayi breath a little bit as well. So thank you for joining me, and hopefully this helps you with those warm-ups in your yoga practice. Namaste.